Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So TCU's offense will get the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So West Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's White. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's White. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Mountaineers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
TCU 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
TCU 0.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Payne. And he's gonna wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man. Wide open spaces. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Now on the counter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up to convert 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Lobs it off the back foot. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's White. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this It's Hoover. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Mountaineers get enough for the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. On the move. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
West Virginia 30, TCU 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the ground with the bat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option. The give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
TCU 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Oh, what a move. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Payne. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The quick out. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Works the middle of the field. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Second down.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Beat it.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open. He couldn't deliver the ball to him.
Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Let's see what they do on third down. Using his feet. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground with the counter. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Seals. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he should...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Trying to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Mountaineers are on the move.
First down, West Virginia.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. He leaves it with his back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Mountaineers have it with a first and goal.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
TCU 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Seals. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's James. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
TCU 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Seals. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this